Pool. All right, good morning, everybody. Tim Jones here, the voice of Jacksonville Pool, bringing you the third annual Orlando Invitational here at the wonderful Moose Lodge here in Orlando. We're actually at Moose Lodge number 766 in their beautiful family center, in which we have a slew of tables. In fact, give y'all a quick little gander around the room while teams are getting everything set up here. Take a quick little look, man. We got a lot of teams, total of 64 teams in the tournament, over $25,000 in cash money ready to be grabbed up and scooped up for this tournament here all weekend long. We'll also have some raffles on the live stream as well that you guys will be able to participate in. I got to get the Cash App information for you guys on that. Take a quick little look here. Everything looking good in the neighborhood. Up first on the live stream here is going to be Team TYCA. I was told it stands for Thank You Come Again. This team out of Jacksonville, Florida on the live stream to start us off this morning. And then we got Team One Set of Balls based out of Orlando here. Actually, from what I understand, they play out of the Moose Lodge. So we actually got a home-based team for the stream and a home-based team for the location. Not too bad way to start the day. Not too bad at all. Teams are talking right this very moment. To explain this format here, this is the team captain format. It has been modified for the larger size teams, so teams can have up to 8 players on the roster. 5 players will play. Teams will flip a coin to determine who will throw first. From there, that team will set their entire 5-person roster. They'll actually go ahead and place all 5 players on here. They can only play 2 of the higher skill level players, either 2 6s or 2 7s or 1 6 and 1 7 at most. They don't have to, but they can. They cannot break the 23 rule. 23 rule is still in effect. Normal dealio from there. They will also put their roster from lowest to highest skill level. So highest skill level will play last, lowest will play first. If there is a mixture, so like, for instance, if a team has, let's say, a skill level 3, then a 5, 5, 5, and 5, they're still within the 23 skill level rule. Those 4 5s, because they're the same skill level, they can put in whichever order they want to. But once the roster is set, it is done, it's over, it's in there, everything's rocking and rolling. They'll start off with the first game of 8-ball. It's all racks-based. First team to, well, likely first team to 7 here if they're going between 21 to 23 skill level points. First team to 7 will win and move on in the tournament. This is, just like every APA tournament, a modified single elimination. I do have the bracket linked right there for you guys as well. If you guys need it linked, again, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and link it on the YouTube side as well. Should be coming through. And I'm just waiting for the teams to tell me their throws. Oh, I love it. Yep, give me one second, guys. Rosa, Ryan, Jack, Ben. Got it. Thanks, sir. All right, Ben, team captain of TYCA. Thank you, come again. They're going to be running Miss Erin here, skill level 2. Up from there will be Miss Rosa, skill level 4. Ryan, skill level 4 as well. So only 10 skill level points between those. Still leaving them with 13, which leaves them with Jack, skill level 6, and Ben, skill level 7. Let's get the roster from the other team. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. Hey, good morning, Logan Lane. How you doing, brother? Appreciate you tagging people here. So let's take a look at the other team's roster. Miss Angie, skill level 2. Carrie, skill level 4. Uh-oh. Looks like we're going to have a similar roster here. Linda, skill level 4. Mary, skill level 5. And Mr. Corey, skill level 7. So almost everything lines up here. Both teams running skill level 2. Second matchup would be skill level 4s. Third matchup, skill level 4s. And then matchup number 4 is where it differs. Jack is a skill level 6 for team TYCA. And Mary is a skill level 5 for team 1 set of balls. And then last but not least will be Ben versus Corey, both skill level 7. So we got a fairly even lineup here for both teams. So both teams will be racing the 7. We have a little chart just like we normally do in APA that tells us what the race will be based on skill levels combined. And in this case, anything from a 21 to 23 skill level points will be a race to 7 on both sides. So, hey, Lost Boy over there on the YouTube side said, let's go TYCA. Let's go indeed. Show everybody love and support. Miss Erin on the left, Miss Angie on the right. We're ready to kick this bad boy off. Good luck to all players. Here we go. And, guys, I'm going to try it, which I think they're going to turn the music back on, but I'm going to try to turn my mic up a little bit here so that way I don't, hopefully don't interrupt the players. And that's still going to bounce a little bit, but dies off the rail just shortly after here. Hey, Miss Erin will get to break.
Between the time this is printed and today, and you play as the lower skill level, your whole team could be forfeit. Ooh. So you make sure you are playing at your highest between 8 ball and 9 ball currently. Let the opposing team know if you went up. Please, this is an honesty system at this point, guys.
Samantha Shea already doing one of my most favorite things, guys. If y'all know me here, feel free to send me a message on Facebook. But Miss Samantha Shea already sent me a beautiful photo. Said, got you on the big screen at the B&B, a little bed and breakfast there. Samantha over here as well, part of the other Jacksonville team that will be here in the afternoon. Chris Parrish, great question, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you're here. Chris asking the question of what format is this? This is the team captain format. However, it is modified to include up to 5 players on the team, so you can have an 8-person roster. 5 players will play, and you have up to the 23 skill level rule. That is the real difference there. It's still 1 timeout per rack. It still starts with 8 ball and rotates from 8 to 9, 8 to 9. The person that won the previous rack, that team is the one that gets to break in the next rack from there. Every bit of it here just continues to roll in purpose from there. So let me know if you got other questions or concerns, but it's actually one of my favorite formats here. We just got done in Jacksonville having our team captain tournament, and it was a great time, to say the least. So it's what I call, even though it's a Vegas qualifier for that tournament for the actual team captains one, not this. I call it the most fun tournament that we have, even though it's serious, but it's a good fun time. So good fun time. All right. Miss Erin back to the table here again versus Miss Angie for team 1 set of balls. Erin here for TYCA, Jacksonville versus Orlando to start off the stream. Good try on that left-hand side pocket by Erin here. So it looks like everything, if I'm seeing right, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, everything's still on the table here. So looks like Miss Angie's going to go and scoop up the 7 ball. I would hope she looks at the 2 potentially. However, teams only get 1 timeout per rack, so it's going to be very important to use that very critically. JT says the room's too bright for Jack. He does shoot better with those glasses on. That's something him and I have talked about, and His ability to see him, if I remember correctly, they are prescription glasses, but he's talked about this before. And you know what? I told him, I said, look, man, I was like, I've seen all sorts of glasses, getting to travel around and see multiple tournaments. And my favorite thing is, hey, if it works and you shoot better with it, you better use it. If you don't, that's on you, and that's your situation, and you putting yourself at a disadvantage here. All right, Miss Aaron back to the table. She'll be on stripes. Got a little bit of breathing room. I mean, the real cluster there is the 3, 2, and 5 for solids for Miss Angie here towards the bottom half of the table. Aaron at least has a little bit of breathing room across the board with stripes. Everything has a pocket for the most part. The only exception to that rule is really going to be that 15 ball here towards the bottom short rail. That's going to be the main concern. We got our very own, for those that know him and love him here, Mr. Mike Moore over here running the operation desk over here. Miss Kim as well for Lake and Osceola APA. League operator here, main honcho. All right, Miss Angie back to the table. Looks like she might be looking for the bridge here potentially. I'm assuming that's what she's gandering for. Interested to see what she decides to do here. Because honestly, it may seem a little silly right off the bat, but there's not really an issue going after the 3-2 right off the bat. Looks like she's going to go ahead and cut the 6 bottom left-hand corner pocket. I would potentially go ahead and go after that 3-2. That was the main worry right there, is her opening up that 15 ball for Miss Aaron. All right, Aaron back to the table here. She's going to go ahead and go after the 11. I don't blame her on this option. 11 or 15 would be definitely the way to go. You've got to be careful of getting stuck up with the 5. I don't know how close it just snookered up to it. I'm assuming she still has a clear shot on the 9, but that's going to be the only ball that she can see from this. 3 definitely blocking access to the other stripe up table. Oh, she swings a little wild at it. Might clip the 15. Oh, comes close. Comes close.
So please use these chairs in the middle.
Sorry, they're doing a quick announcement here. Just
as Tim will kill you. Also, guys, people are shooting, so we don't walk through here. We don't walk through here. There are exits on this side and this side, and you go all the way around. That's how we walk. Not here.
love it, love it, love it. Getting some grand rules underway here. Oh, they are going to put the music on, guys. You're going to have to bear with me for just a moment in adjustments. All right, Miss Angie here going after this 5. Small miss. Felt like she might get on a run there if she would have made that. You got to know there's a little bit of nerves going on in the room. First match of the day, first match of the tournament. A lot of stress comes on with this match here with players, so hoping to see both ladies really flex their wings a little bit, if you will. Good shot from Aaron. Now ball gets a little wild. It's past the 5, though. She's still got eyes on it. I gotta give a quick shout out to Logan, Brian. Who else did I just see in the movie that Danica sent? Or I'm sorry, that Samantha Shea sent me. I saw Danica. Miss Sheena looks like in there as well. What's up, y'all? Glad to see the Jacksonville crew alive and well in the live stream here, guys. Get the live stream shared out for me, though. Hit that button. Takes you just a moment. All right. Aaron with a lot of breathing room now. 2 and 5 kind of tied up for Miss Angie. Aaron at the table here for TYCA. Going after the 14, top left-hand corner pocket. She's swinging a little hard on it. Again, that may be the nerves coming through. I see some head bobbing. We've got some music going now. Everybody's feeling the groove. While she's working through the shot here, I just want y'all to kind of see. You got a lot there in the middle of the room going on right off the bat. But, I mean, look at this. Look at all the teams along the side here. The whole 9 yards, guys. We got a lot going on in this room right now. All right. Unfortunate scratch here from Miss Aaron. Ball in hand back to Miss Angie. Oh, that's way better. There we go. Shout out to Kim and Mike for getting me that extra logo. That one looks good. That one looks good. All right, going for the one here. Now, I know I've been talking a little bit. Didn't see if there was a timeout used yet or not. May have been a good time to go after it just because of the 2-5 situation. But she might actually get over here on this 2-5 right now. Hits it good. Cue ball's going to drift over, get a little bump. Ooh, a little more. She would have been in good shape here. I'd be surprised if we don't see this shot watched here, depending on how she aims up at it. Keep in mind, just like normal APA rules as well, right? You get it watched if you want to. Call a referee. But if not, it goes to the shooter. Let's see here. Got some YouTube comment. Hey, Rodney, how's it going, bud? There's the link. There's a link to the bracket right there. In fact, I'm going to pin it on there. It is it's pinned in the on the Facebook side of the live stream as well. If you guys get a chance, it takes you just a minute to share it out here. I'm going to try to just keep the live stream going throughout the day, so definitely expect more of you guys come on in, enjoy, and hang out with me. But Rodney says, hey, voice, first of all, Derek says hi. Hi, Derek. Much love to y'all at the CSRA. Central Savannah River Area APA. Give those guys a quick shout out and show some love. And Rodney, appreciate you being in the stream, man. Appreciate each and every single one of you. JT, I see you over here as well, hanging out with us again. Logan and friends hanging out there Airbnb before they come up today, as well as Chris. Appreciate you being in here, Chris. Thank you, sir. All right, Miss Aaron with ball in hand here. And I'm going to go ahead and take care of the top half of the table. I actually like the run setup here. I'm only worried if she gets a weird angle here for that last stripe, and honestly, she didn't. So if she just smooth strokes, this should be there. She's at least got a good opportunity. Justin Lamont here, a.k.a. Mr. J Money, says, wish I was good enough to play in this. I'll be there one day when I move up from a 3. You better stop it, Justin. You better stop it. Cut the shenanigans. Good try from Miss Aaron here. May have swung a little hard on that. Cue ball position would have been great to go after the 8s, at least a little better positioning, but that makes it a little tougher. Waiting to see what Miss Angie does here from team 1 set of balls. I love it too, guys. As many teams that are in this room right now, there is a little bit of a quiet to an extent here. You can tell this is now pumped into serious mode. It was quite a bit louder just a little while ago before everything got started off. Well, I gotta give Miss Angie props here. She swung on that 2 ball. I'm assuming trying to make the bank. But honestly, she didn't leave Aaron with a great option here. Zach Burge says, this is the weirdest golf tournament I've ever seen on Facebook. Stop it, Zach. Rodney asking on YouTube, is this the only table you have right now? Yes, sir. Yeah, we're focused on table 1 primarily. I do have my other camera set up. I'm able to move to a different table when the action changes as well here. But to keep track of everything going on in terms of, score and everything like that, so we're going to stick to 1 table at a time. Dale said they can't handle us, just Lamont. Too much cowbell. Oh, I love it, guys. I love it. Again, appreciate each and every single one of y'all for being here. There we go. Timeout taken. Again, 1 per rack. Zach, you'd enjoy this place, my friend. They got a nice little bar set up and everything. Ooh. Aaron letting a little bit of nerves get the best of her here. Oh, very unfortunate there. Miss with ball in hand on the 10 ball. Miss Angie back to the table here. Again, you can definitely tell that is nerves based right there. If that doesn't explain to you how important this tournament is to these people here hanging out, I don't know what else will for the day. All right, Miss Angie going for the 2. Bottom right-hand corner pocket. She's got to be careful not to roll forward on this. She does a little stop shot. Good shot right there. Nice thing is automatically here, if she hits this right, that cue ball is going to drift back across the table here and really set her up good for the 5. She's got to be careful and not add anything else extra to it. I've seen people do these shots here where they add just a little too much going on and end up rattling the pocket on the last shot. Take your time. Cue ball, and she didn't even add stuff there, but it still rattled. That was a good try. She set up good for success, though, in the future, though. That's the big plus about that. It's like I was talking to somebody before, an 8-ball. Start marking those pockets. Start taking them over, guys. Nothing wrong with that. Play this like a good game of Monopoly. Start buying up all the property you can. Swinging for the side pocket. It's a good try. Should have been set up pretty well on that 8-ball. Miss Angie back to the table for 1 set of balls. And again, good eyes on the 5. She hits, from our point of view, the top side of that 5. Again, just right in between the rails. Should be able to set herself up for success. There we go, just like that. She's giving herself a good opportunity here on the 8. Normal rules here. Make sure and mark your pockets. Again, high-level tournaments. Don't have to lose a rack here from not marking your pocket here. Make sure and mark it every time. I know you guys may have agreed upon it beforehand, but per the rules, it says mark your pocket. So you make sure and mark that pocket. By the way, if y'all are in the area and you want to come by here, great food today. Lots of barbecue going on today here at the Moose Lodge. Also, my man Joselito is over there in the corner, and he has his whole lathe and setup for beautiful new tips for your cues. So don't hesitate to stop on in and get some cue repair done. That's going to be a great out here from Miss Angie. Well played. Team 1 set of balls strikes blood first, up 1-0. Up next to the table will be Miss Rosa, skill level 4 versus Carrie, skill level 4. Again, first rack kind of going the way I expected here. Some nerves. You gotta know it's anticipated. That's why we're waiting on them to get to the table here again. Show you the really cool setup in here. Really cool setup. 10 tables here in this main room that you're seeing. Teams battling it out right now. Ooh, look at that 8 ball. Oh, no rail. No rail. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, my goodness. It looks like we're catching almost all the 8 ball shots here going on. Look at that. There's a back room as well with multiple tables, too. Good time overall. Keep in mind, because Miss Angie from Team 1 set of balls won that first rack, her team will continue to break here. Jonathan over there says, let's go, Angie. Give Angie some love. Give Angie some love. She did good. She did good. They're valleys, but they're special type of valleys now. This is where my lack of knowledge comes in here, and I'll get that information for you. But I forget, I think it's Dynamo. It was back when Valley had purchased Dynamo and had them for a few years. The pockets aren't as big as I'm used to seeing on Valleys. Also, beautiful new felt on these. These tables are running really good. And I would dare say for some of us that are used to playing on, like, Diamonds, for instance. Diamonds would be a main name brand that a lot of us would be used to. To kind of give an example, a lot of people say the pockets are tough in Diamonds. That will be a re-rack. I don't think 4 hit a rail. So it'll be a re-rack here. Yep. Captain coming over here. I'm assuming that's Mr. Corey. Yeah, look at that. He's got it on his arm there for me. Help me cheat. So that is a re-rack. But, yeah, Dale, appreciate you asking the question here. Jonathan, thank you for being in the live stream as well. Rooting on Miss Angie. Again, Rosa right there at the table here with her back to us in the gray. Looks like we see another table calling for a ref. Again, that's the right thing to do. But yeah, guys, if y'all aren't too far and you're near the area, I would say, maybe an hour's distance or so. Make sure to stop on by. It's gonna be a great weekend. I think the last round of today starts at 6 p.m. So you better believe we're gonna have some action going on. Great break there. Look at that. Oop, 5 ball's gonna hit into the 6 and stop right there on top of the 1 a little bit. Not a lot to do here with the 1. See, Dale knew what I was talking about here. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't familiar. That was a little bit before my time. What a shot. Nicely done from Miss Carey. But, yeah, Dale knows what I'm talking about. He says, oh, yes, Dynamo era. They play well, actually, and can handle rough crowds and bar nights of SoCal, where I'm from. We had, we had mostly these outside of the bigger pool hall that had diamonds. That's awesome, Dale. Thank you for the insight on that, by the way, sir. That was something I hadn't seen before, but I was talking to Chris here, another one of the league operators. I was like, I love the darker wood of these valleys. I'm like, I don't remember ever seeing these before. I said, and they're playing extremely well, in my opinion here. I was like, I'm not trying to pick on Valley at all, but, some people automatically are like, oh, I want a diamond, oh, I want a high-end predator, stuff like that. And I don't blame them. I get it, but at the same time, man, like everything that I saw yesterday, because there was a very fun little, I'm going to call it a social Scotch doubles tournament yesterday. But everything I saw, man, they're playing extremely well. Extremely well. So it's good. No, yesterday they did a little impromptu Scotch doubles tournament, but it was a blind draw. You didn't know your partner. It was actually a lot of fun. There was a good amount of money in the pot as well. And definitely a great time, great job to everybody putting on that tournament last night for the teams that arrived last night and took advantage of extra play time and got some good practice on the tables. All right. Miss Carey here on a nice little run, taking advantage of ball in hand. She wants to pop back out on this. Don't clip the 9. Hey, clips it a little bit. She's good. She's good. Good eyes to that bottom right-hand corner pocket. She may be in a little bit of trouble depending on what she does here with the 6-7. She's going to make contact. She makes contact with both here. Just a small miss. And honestly, not a bad leave. She's not really leaving Rosa with a lot of opportunities at the table here. There we go. Rosa swings with it. She says, what opportunity do I need? But a delicious bank shot here. And that's going to prompt our very first instant replay of the day. What a shot. Wow. She got a hold of that extremely well. Extremely well. Key balls roll in. Goodness gracious, she hit that so good. Let's carry back to the table. Again, eyes on the 6 ball. Not really cuttable in that side pocket by the look from this angle, but might be able to slow roll it here. She tried. It's going to open up towards that top left-hand corner pocket. Still a problem, though. 9 ball's playing blocker on the 7 pretty well, unless you can get back down table and have an option maybe in one of the side pockets with it. Rosa's going to 2-rail it. It's going to come over and line up almost perfectly back with the 7-9. Could go defensive here, roll into the 7, leave the 7 and key ball stacked up on top of each other pretty much, and let the 9 go to the rail. She swings with it hard, though. Not a bad leave. Open up a potential bank shot here for Miss Carey. Again, she could go defensive as well. Would love to see some defensive shots here. Again, both ladies skill level 4. The next matchup is going to be skill level 4 for both players as well. For those not familiar with this format, again, team captain style format. And when you put your lineup in place, you put your entire lineup and you go from lowest skill level to highest. The only thing that gives you any room to fluctuate at all is obviously if you have the same skill level. So, for instance, if you run a skill level 2 and then a 4, 4, 4, for example, well, those 3 4s you can put whichever order you want them in. But once the order is set, it's permanent for this matchup between the two teams. Sorry about that, guys. A little bump in the camera. Zach says, what's this team captain's format you speak of? Like you didn't just be on the team and win that format here in Jacksonville. Good out from Rosa here. 1-1 for both teams. Matchup number 3 is fixing to start. Ryan versus Linda. Again, we will keep rotating games, so we go back to 8 ball from this point. But we will keep rotating games here. Also, because Rosa won that last matchup here, Ryan will be the one to break here. Again, it keeps on going. They lag first. So the first matchup they lag to determine who breaks, and the winning team continues to break from there per each rack. Zach, hope you and wifey and your wonderful, beautiful, beautiful little baby Burgess, as I love calling him. Oh, man. Hope y'all are doing well today, man. Hope y'all are blessed. Love it. I see the teams cutting up with each other a little bit as well, having some fun. This is awesome. This is good. This is really good. Also a huge fan of team one set of balls as jerseys. Woo! Unfortunate scratch on the break, but goodness gracious, she got a hold of it. Got a hold of it pretty well. Pretty big spread there. Or I'm sorry, Ryan did, forgive me. Sorry, I looked over at the team shirts. I say sheep. My bad, Ryan. Zach says family's doing good. He's amazing as always. Love that sweet baby. He's such a ray of sunshine. Let's see. So 2 stripes, 1 solid here. 8 ball sitting closer in the center part of the table here towards the right-hand side pocket. Honestly, even though there's an extra stripe there, she needs to take a look at solids for just a moment. I don't like them just because the ball sitting here in the bottom short rail, but you do have the 7-5 that can lead you down there. I don't like the 15 and 11 being off kilter for the combo here. Chad, I'd love to know, which way y'all going with this? You going stripes, you going solids, you got ball in hand, you're behind the head string. Which way are you going on this? Oh, 8 ball, stop it. Oh, goodness. 8 ball already trying to give us a little bit of a heart attack here behind the live stream. A lot of movement there. Well, table will remain open. Ryan doing a good job doing his due diligence here. I love seeing both players really taking a look at the table. I understand there's 1 extra dropped of one of them, of stripes here, but you need to take a look at your table here. Well, with it being still open right now, honestly, I think I'm switching up and going and taking solids here. I kind of like solids from the get-go. Now you have 2 stripes tied up towards the top top right-hand corner pocket. So I think I'm changing my point of view here. Zach saying his sweet baby Jasper's already given Justin Lamont the 2 on the wire and hand span. Let's go, baby Jasper. Oh, man. I love it. I love it. And chat, keep in mind we are live on both my Facebook page, The Voice of Jacksonville Pool, and on my YouTube page as well. So if you're wondering where some of these comments are coming from and you're not seeing them, it's just because we have both chats pulled up at the same time. Also, throughout the day here, I'm going to try my best to get a hold of some of the league operators and see if we can't get them on the live stream here, be able to talk a little bit. We're definitely going to try to interview Kim as best as we can. She's a little camera shy from time to time, but she is the league operator here of Lake and Osceola, one of the wonderful APA leagues here within the Orlando area. There's multiple. And she is the one that's hosting the tournament. So would love to have her on the live stream to be able to give you guys a quick little impromptu little interview here. So. All right, Ryan back to the table again for TYCA. Great shot in that side pocket here. Open up the 11 towards the bottom left-hand corner pocket. And he's got to be cautious with his leave right here. There we go. Goes with the 2 rails. I like it. He gets out of the trouble there. Very nicely done. Well played. Very, very well played. By the way, the next matchup here between the 2 teams, Jack for TYCA, skill level 6. Miss Mary, skill level 5. Again, this is the one off throw, if you will. The only ones with skill level difference between them for the next matchup. I'm assuming we'll see a lot of similarities as the day progresses here as well. Ryan's done a great run there. Shoots for the 15, bottom right-hand corner pocket. Comes up short, but he did get around back for that 8 ball. Miss Linda back to the table here. Oop, I thought I heard timeout over here, but it was on the other table. Good option there on the 1 ball. Nice swing. A little work on a 3, but it can get her to the 2 if she so chooses to go that route. Looks like Mr. Corey back to the table here for the timeout. One second, guys, while they're doing it. I love seeing a good timeout being taught and a defensive shot being taken. Naomi, good morning to you as well. Working distracted me from keeping up. Let's go, TYCA. You're good. It's 1-1. You haven't missed too much of the action just yet. The tables are starting to heat up. I think as we continue on in this first matchup for the day here, you'll see nerves start to loosen a little bit. Obviously, they could tighten up if it gets, down to the wire where it's 6-6. For instance, we go Hill Thriller, but I expect to see a little bit of looseness here come from the players as they get to take a little bit of a breath. Get to see their friends play on the table here. Get to see how the matchup is progressing. Get the feel for the table a little bit. You got to think, high-level tournaments, stress is in the air. Nerves are everywhere. So a lot going on in the room all at once here. A lot going on. Oh, that 2 may roll in the way. 2 just got a good pair of legs. Got a good pair of legs. Ryan cannot get that 15 past the 2 here. At least by our point of view. I'm assuming he can't for sure just based on him taking a moment here. It doesn't look like he can. He could still try to take over the pocket, though, which is what I'm assuming he may swing for here, but needs to slow roll this. He does go for the slow roll, pops the 15 back out towards the middle of the table. Honestly, that's not going to be a bad leave. Not going to be a bad leave at all. Linda will have a choice on the 2 or 3, but if she goes at 3, she may need to use some top here. It's a little parallel with the side pocket. It's above it a little bit, but she may need to use a little bit of top with the angle that she has just to avoid the side pocket. If she uses top here, which she's almost forced to just being based on the rail, then that should allow the cue ball to roll forward a little bit more before, breaking over to the side. She could go defensive here, which is what I think she may be aiming for. I do like the option of going defensive here. Y'all know I'm a big fan of playing defensive shots. Defenses win championships, and I know she may not seem too happy about that lead, but that's almost the complete distance of the table for him to make the shot top left-hand corner pocket. Scooby Garcia, what's going on? Scooby Garcia says, let's go. Scooby, welcome to the live stream here, and I like the joke. Scooby says, so happy all these teams came out to play for second place. Scooby, I got to know, who are you rooting for? Who do you think is going to take home the big money no whammy here at the Orlando Invitational? What's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on that? Over $25,000 in cash to be grabbed up for this weekend. $25,000 is wild. Wow, but it's awesome. It's good to see. Good shot here from Miss Linda. Trey over here says, old Jack with the shades. Yes, sir. He's big chillin'. Big chillin'. Again, can't knock it if it works. I like seeing this. Linda allowing the other table to come on by. Look at that. That's something I consider to be good sportsmanship right there. I know some people may not think of it as that way, but I think that's good sportsmanship here. Just kind of having that extra self-awareness and the respect. You love seeing it. Side pocket. She gets a good clip into the 8. Slow down, 8 ball. She's got the opportunity here for that top left-hand corner pocket. What a hit. What a hit here. Take a look at this again. Instant replay. Look at this. A lot of top, a lot of speed. And then her team, of course, reminded her to mark the pocket. I was about to say, I was like, I am very surprised she's fixing to, she's fixing to bank this in the top right-hand corner pocket for a second there. I was worried. I was like, that's a bold move. And that will be a great out for Linda. One set of balls back in the lead, up 2-1. Next matchup, Jack versus Mary. Jack skill level 6, Mary skill level 5. Look at that. I love seeing it. Most people aren't used to using coin-operated machines, so helping your opponent get the balls out is a great thing to do. Although it's going to be a little hard to see based on it here. Mr. Joselito himself there. That might puts baby in the corner, but Mr. Joselito's in the corner there. Tip repair, key repair being done. Make sure, again, if you're in the area, come on by and see him. Tell him Tim Jones, the voice, sent you. And everybody having a good day over here. Look at that beautiful back room there, filled up with teams. And again, this is just half. This is half of it. So all right. Sorry about that. I was trying to switch over. That is right after Miss Mary's break here. Zach got the jokes here. He says, here comes Ray Carter to the table. Stop it. Stop it, Zach. All right. Looks like you got good eyes here on the 2-ball. Good smooth stroke. Bumps into the 9 just a little bit. Still have eyes on the 3, but not a lot to work with on it. And Jack says defense city. Now, I can't tell. There's a little spacing between this 4 and 9. I don't know if she's able to clip through that spacing, though. Great shot here. Nice little one-rail kick. Only downfall is the leave here. Did open up some room here for that 3 bottom right-hand corner pocket. May clip into the 5 in the process. Notice he banks it right into that bottom left-hand corner pocket and sets himself up beautifully for the 4-ball here. Goodness gracious, great shot by Jack here. And for those just tuning in the stream, I see some new names coming through here. Jack here for team TYCA. Miss Mary for team 1 set of balls. All right, well, that would be a great leave from Jack here. He is hooked Miss Mary behind this 9-ball. Jack opted for a 6-ball bottom left-hand corner pocket. Jabs at a little bit. He set up good for the 7, but the way he jabbed at it, unfortunately, rattles that bottom left-hand corner pocket. These tables do not take to the disrespect very well. Told you guys earlier, these pockets are not a joke. Sometimes people, again, assume they see valid. They see simple buckets, as they love to call them. I don't blame them. I've been on a couple valleys that well, they would accept a fake $3 bill, but not these. These are set up extremely well, and very nice option for our high-level tournament here. Lost Boy over there on the YouTube side says, let's go, Jack. We got a nice little timeout being called by Ben, the captain. Ben will be up next on the live stream here against Corey. Again, both skill level 7s, both captains of the team. And he opted for the 6 left-hand side pocket. Good try. That leave's going to be a little tough. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought here. Oh, no. Oh, that 9 may have just complicated things pretty well. It's ball in hand, but oh, my goodness. Does he have enough space? Looks like he does. It looked like it might have been a little closer than that. Looks like he may have to do a little back cut action here on the 7. Oh, goes for the bank again. Goodness gracious. Him and Rosa both going after and landing a couple really good banks. What a cut. Nicely done by Mary. Fortunately, cue ball keeps on traveling here to the bottom short rail of the table. And Mr. Corey, captain here, will come to the table, give a timeout. I'm going to be interested to see what they do here, but I think I kind of like playing where I'm going to hit the kind of top side of the 8 from her positioning and send the 8 here to the bottom short rail. Send the cue ball on up table. You just don't want to overhit it, though. You're gonna hit it so good, you're definitely going to open up that bottom right-hand corner pocket and give the run out. So pretty sure that's what Mr. Corey's telling her to do here. But I don't know. It looks like she's interesting. It looks, from this point of view, like she's hitting it way more full. Oh, come on, settle down. Settle down. It's about to open up. And Jack will have a good swing at this here, at least an opportunity, I should say. Good try, though. I like the timeout. Jack lands it here. Over swings it, though. Goes for the back cut. Gets the back cut. Cue ball still swinging in that top left-hand corner pocket, but no go. What an out here by Jack. Let's get a quick instant replay of that one because that was a beauty of a back cut. Very, very well done. Wow. Wow. Nicely done. Well, TYCA will score the point there and be tied right back up 2-2. Mr. Corey there, team captain for 1 set of balls. Ben right over there, team captain of TYCA. By the way, love the team name, love the jerseys again for 1 set of balls. Always a big fan of team jerseys. Always a big fan. Zach says those AI glasses told him to hit it with 10% power. Zach, as much as that's a joke, that would, of course, get him in trouble. This is a high-level tournament. So I appreciate the hilariousness, but definitely, just for anybody watching from home here, those are definitely not AI glasses. 8 on the snap. Flirted with that right hand pocket. But, yeah, for anybody at home here, any of that kind of stuff here, glasses like that, headphones, smartwatches, none of that kind of stuff's allowed. But that is hilarious, though, Zach. Cannot believe how much action that 8 got. Well, Ben will be solids here, and you got a solid cluster of stripes here at the bottom right-hand corner pocket. Looks like 10, 15, and 14. That is Problemville here. He's going to have to figure something else for this 4 and 2, or 4 and 3, I'm sorry. Luckily, he's on the bottom side of the rails here, so he is going to have eyes on it. And JT telling Zach, you may need to borrow the glasses as you hit TR. That's too good. Well, he definitely opened up some room here to work on him. One ball is the other one kind of tied up with the 10 there. Zach says, what about wearing the Iron Man mask with built-in Jarvis? That one may fly. We'd have to get permission, though. Oh, man. I feel like Jarvis would just make fun of us, though, with shooting. He'd be like, sir, you had ball in hand. You had one job. Been trying for that bottom left-hand corner pocket. Very close here. He's trying to avoid the double hits. Does avoid it, but unfortunately does not pot the 4-ball bottom left-hand corner pocket. I'm just interested to see what he does about this bottom right-hand section here. He might actually get a clip into it. He could with the angle here. He's going to drift over there. Oh, he's going to come a little short, but he might be able to go and take the 14 right now. He's got that nice goose egg sitting there, top right-hand corner pocket, too. That's going to allow him a good reset. Bridge coming out. Again, both teams racing 7. Nice little even race so far. Nothing crazy. Neither team really breaking away from the other too much. Although one set of balls has been the team to maintain the lead. TYC has been playing a little catch-up here. We'll see if that changes in this third matchup. Both Ben and Corey, skill level 7s. And he hits that so good. 11 needs to come out. And it does. I think he's got room here. I think he's got room. And he's about to load up on this just a little bit here. Pull it right on over. Nicely done. Oh, the one played a little trick there. He's going to have to clip this thinly there to get in that bottom left-hand corner pocket. He doesn't want to take his 9 because he wants the 9 as his out ball. Hits it good. Cue ball comes right back out. Now it's all about the setup to the 8 ball. He's going to hit that left-hand side of that 9 a little bit, come off that top short rail, back down just a tiny bit. Just like so. A little tick, tack, and toe. 8 ball into the side pocket. If he gets us here, one set of balls will maintain their lead they've had and go into the next set of matches. Up 3-2 in the race to 7. Good smooth stroke wins the day, and it does. Nicely done. Good out by Corey. Well played. Love seeing the handshakes here. All right. Coming up next, Aaron and Angie back to the table. 9-ball edition this time for the ladies. Again, we keep rotating. They start off with 8 ball first. They're back to 9 now. This will be their second matchup. So because of Corey getting the win for that rack here for one set of balls, Aaron will be racking. Guys, while we're waiting on them to do that, again, give y'all a little look around the room at all the wonderful action going on. Hey, there's me. What's up, guys? Hi. I see y'all on the camera. Appreciate you guys for being here. Much love to everybody that's tuning into the stream, sharing it out. Yeah, I'm going to keep the stream going for the day. So make sure you stay tuned in. Once we hit close to the 8-hour mark, Facebook will want to kick us off, so that's when I'll have to reboot the stream for a day, and we'll definitely be hitting the 8-hour mark for the day. So the last round starts at 6 p.m., so we'll already be up there. I love it, by the way. Jack's over here cutting up with the other team, and everybody's talking about his glasses right now. This is awesome to see, by the way. Awesome to see. All right, Miss Angie to the table, breaking for 9. Gets hold of good. 9 gets a little action coming up to the center of the table. All right. Well, there is a potential little carom action here. Now, I don't think she can quite get a hold of it just right. It's going to be a tough one to call for, but you never know. You never know. These twos can swing a little wild from time to time. Robert over there on the Facebook side said, good job, Corey. It was a great out. Corey did very nice. That was a great run. Well handled with that 3-ball stripe cluster there as well. So it was impressive. It was very impressive. And a good way to go into the next round of matches. There you go. She went swinging for it. Gets the cut for the one in the left-hand side pocket. What a shot. Very, very nicely done here for Miss Angie. In fact, I think that deserves a quick little instant replay, because that was a back cut and a half. That was tough. Yeah, that was very tough. Good shot on the 2. Cue ball's going to drift out a little bit. Still has the 3 in view. 3 looks like it is hooked up on top of this rail, though, so I don't think she's going to have the side pocket as the option. Could try to drain all the way down. That's tough, though. Very tough to do. She went for it, though. Good swing. Very nice attempt from Miss Angie here. Coming out swinging on all accounts. I love it. Miss Aaron for team TYCA back at the table. And looks like she's going to be kicking at this 3-ball. Best chance here, in my opinion, is to go from the top short rail. Looks like she's going to try to drill it all the way down from the bottom short rail on over. It's a long distance shot. There you go. Walk the table for a second here, guys. When in doubt, take a quick second, walk the table. Usually, go with your gut instinct. That's normally going to be your best option. But if you don't have faith in the shot, you're not going to land the shot. So it might be best to walk the table for a second just to see if you can shop around a little bit for a different shot option. Aaron opted to stick with her gut here, come off the bottom short rail. Good try there. She swings at it hard. Angle closes up completely here. Goes right back to the top short rail and bumps into the 9 in the process. Ball in hand back to Miss Angie. Chad, what's up, my brother? How you doing, sir? Glad to see you in the live stream. Appreciate all of y'all for being here, guys. We're already having a great show right off the bat for the early part of the live stream here, so thank you, guys. For those that want to enjoy it on the big screen, I know some of y'all got big screens at home. By the way, I'm a huge fan of getting to see your photos, so don't hesitate. Take a photo. Shoot it to me in Messenger as well of it being up on the big screen. I would love to have a little collection for the weekend and be able to show that off in a Facebook post. But definitely appreciate you guys. All right, 6-ball has opened up for that side pocket. But yeah, guys, I am dead serious about sending me the photos, so don't hesitate to send it to me again in Messenger. That would be a nice thing to have for the weekend. Good shot from Aaron on the 6 ball, letting the cue ball travel on down. I think the only thing I would love to see mostly from her and her shots here, just a little bit of an ease, a little more pocket speed, if you will, I think would help her out quite a bit. These are 7-foot valleys. And it's going to get a hit off, so that will be a good hit. No ball in hand. What a shot. Nicely done. Way to drill that on down. Got to give claps and snaps for that one. Something about a nice little drill shot. Always looks good. She has stretched a little bit on that, but gets it good. She's close to this 9. All right. Mr. Corey back to the table here. Timeout being taken. Again, 1 timeout per rack. And just trying to set her up for success. She's luckily got a nice angle on this here. I don't foresee this being an issue. Just nice smooth stroke. Again, wins the day. And it does. Good out here from Miss Angie. Up 4-2. This will be the first significant lead that Team 1 set of balls has taken in the matchup. Very, very important. Rosa and Miss Carey back to the table here. On to 8 ball we go. While we're waiting here, take a look at a little bit of action around the table. Love those pink and black uniforms, team jerseys here. Take a look at this, guys. Such a fun room here. Such a fun room right now. Miss Rosa over here still racking. And again, if anybody's new in the stream, feel free to let me know, guys. We are, of course, doing the team captains format here. All right, here we go. A-ball getting a little bit of movement towards that left-hand side pocket. All right. Let's see what we got going on here for Miss Carey. So she will be solids here. There's 7 stripes still on the field. Should be solids. 3 ball off the bottom short rail. 7 stuck up to the 13. And she's going to opt to go ahead and start messing with the 7 and 13 a little bit. Honestly, not a bad leaf. Not a bad leaf. I already like the fact she's starting to think defensive-minded. Derek, what's going on, my friend? There's only one table, the main streaming table? Yes. Yeah, we're doing that just to keep track of everything, keep up with the scores and stuff. Unfortunately, just from a setup standpoint here, it's not that we couldn't get more cameras. That's just a crazy expensive setup. My setup's meant to be mobile, keep up with a table or 2 at a time at most, and keep rocking and rolling about it. Now, as this matchup ends, I will be more than happy to put it onto another table here and let that finish out as well, see if I can get caught up on scores and stuff. I'll do my best for you guys as much as possible. But, yeah, we are focused on table 1 as the main stream table here. Miss Grace over there on the YouTube side. Grace, how's it going? You just missed Jack on the table a little bit ago. He did good, won his rack. Did a beautiful cut in on the 9. There we go. Nice, smooth shot here from Miss Carey. But yeah, Derek, make sure and tune in throughout the day. Share the stream. I'm going to keep it live, keep it going. The only time we'll have to end is when we get close to the 8-hour mark. Facebook will kick us off. No worries, just waiting to cheer on my girlfriend. Let's go, Derek. Do you happen to know which table she's playing on by chance, or what the team name is? Let me see here. I think the tables have been marked on the bracket. Let me do a refresh on mine because I haven't done that. But I think that was getting added in earlier. Looks like it may not have just yet. I don't know if they're going to add that in there or not. All good. All good. Chris Daniels in the chat says, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Everybody say good morning to Chris Daniels. Welcome into the stream, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Miss Grace says, good. I'm at a dog show right now on the YouTube side. Grace, I hope you're enjoying the dog show. Take some wonderful photos. Share it to us. Rosa drilling the 15 on down, top left-hand corner pocket. Brilliant shot. Even pops the 9 out in the process. That worked very, very well. Let me see here. Team name, we don't. Let me check my boards here, see if I can see if they're playing first thing or if they're in the next round that starts at noon. Team, we don't listen. They're in the next round. They start Friday at noon. Friday at noon. So they will be the next round of teams coming in. Now, I do not know. It has not been decided yet as for what the next set of teams will be on the live stream. That is up to tournament director there. Ms. Kim Spurgeon, APA league operator of Lake and Osceola. But take a look, though. Make sure and stay tuned just in case. Just in case. Let's carry here with the 3 and 7. Stuck right now. 3 towards the bottom short rail, 7 tied up here with the 3 stripes on the left-hand side. Honestly, that's not a bad situation. I know, usually you're not like stoked and thrilled to have potted one of your opponent's object balls, but right now she freed up that pocket for the 3 ball next. Makeable from a huge portion of the table now. And depending on the angle she gets left with, she might be I was about to say she might be able to use the 3 to break out the 7, but now the 3's towards that bottom right-hand corner pocket. That's going to change things for Miss Carey if and when she gets back to the table. Rose going for the bank, and now is taking over the bottom right-hand corner pocket with that shot. She is stuck up on top of the 14, though. The table does not show her the love after the wild swing there. And Derek, as soon as I know as for which teams will be next on the live stream, I will definitely announce that on here next for you guys as well. I will say this is probably just one of the most important racks in this matchup, though, simply because of it being the difference between 3 to 4 in the score versus 2 to 5. All right, Ben calling a timeout because the way Rose was swinging, just where the 14 was probably going to push into the 8 some, could be problematic. Good swing there on the 3-ball top left-hand corner pocket from Miss Carey. I can't tell how much of a slice she has in that 7-ball. Mr. Corey coming back to the table again. Team captain, skill level 7, matchup number 5 player. And should see here again how much of that 7 she has to work with. Nice thing is, again, is at least where the 8 is. 14's blocked up by it a little bit. And if she can just thin slice and get the 7 off, get the cue ball back kind of center of the table here, she's not going to leave Rosa with a lot of options. There we go, just like that. Slow down, cue ball. Woo! Not leaving Rosa with a lot here. Tough slice in on the 11 ball. Looks like she might have a little eyes on the 14, but not a lot there. She's looking at the 14 here. She might have a little more of it than what I can tell from our point of view. I mean, obviously, if you can clip that 14 in, that would be a great shot. And not a bad leave. Good choice. I didn't think she could get a hold of it that much, so. All right, good hit from Miss Carey. 7 balls in a great position. Look at that. It's almost in that full-on center zone, as I like to call it. If you take the top and bottom diamond from the side pockets here and draw a line in between, that's a nice little center zone at the table. But it's out in a good open spot here. Rose's not going to be able to hide a lot more without Miss Carey having a good opportunity. And honestly, that's going to – oh, no. She swings too hard at it. 8 out of turn. Oh, no. With that, Miss Carey will take the win automatically from that, and one set of balls will be up 5-2. Yeah, Trey, that one hurts, man. That one hurts. I think couple players here, at least for TYCA, swinging a little hard on stuff. A little harder than you got to be swinging. They got to dial it back just a little bit. Just a little bit. JT says, that, kids, is why you don't hit hard. There you go. Derek saying unlucky, Karam. Yeah. Yeah, very unlucky. Trey over here cheering on Mr. Ryan. Ryan back to the table versus Linda. Again, both skill level 4s. The only matchup difference is matchup number 4 between Jack and Mary. Jack is a 6 versus Mary being a 5. Well, I don't want to say it's do or die, but it is a 5-2 race left in this battle. And TYCA has got to flip the script here if they're going to remain on the winner's side bracket. No matter what, it is modified single elimination. All teams from this first round will still be going. It's just a matter of one goes to the one-loss side of the bracket and then flips over eventually back to the winner's side bracket. And it does come a time which for this particular bracket, these teams that are here for the 9 a.m. start time, they have a 3 p.m. time as well for their second round today. And then tomorrow, if they're in the one-loss side bracket, still there'll be a 9 a.m. start time versus a noon start time. Keep in mind that noon start time and the 9 a.m., because 9 a.m. will be one-loss side bracket, will be single elimination from that point. So really, really big deal. You don't get a lot of extra time in this tournament. Justin the J Money Lamont says, Vegas in 21 days. The countdown's begun, sir. Chris, I'm not sure what you meant by that question, sir. All right, this is Miss Linda for team 1 set of balls. Nice shot here. Gets a little love into the 1-7, but the cue ball gets close up to the 8, and 8 ends up snooker on top of the 9. Oh, very unfortunate leave here. Now, this is where a special defensive shot may actually be kind of nice to go after here, potentially. And the 3 sitting as a goose here, but you could honestly go ahead and take out the 3 in the process, give ball in hand. They'll be able to run the 1. They'll be able to go after the 2. But they got to get back down for the 4 a little bit and may make things a little tougher. Good hit, though. Nicely done. Good solid hit, too, with the 1-rail kick. Well played. Well played. I would use that defense I just talked about sparingly, though. You got to be cautious. Might start opening up the table a little bit too much for your opponents here, and it may backfire on you, but it is an option. Oh, no. And that will go ball in hand back to Miss Linda here. And the run is on. 1 bottom left, 2 bottom right. Roll into the 3, don't roll too far. 4 top left. From there, you may have the 5 in the right-hand side or bottom right-hand corner pocket. 6 bottom left here. And no matter what, after that 5 to the 6 here, you definitely want to be able to just pull back on a little bit, open up the 8 for that bottom right-hand corner pocket and go from there. Here's some claps over there. Got some cheering going on from other teams. Again, loving the environment, the whole atmosphere. Good tournament so far. Bumps it a little hard here. 5 ball's going to get a lot of movement. It's going to change the trajectory of this whole run. This is where pocket speed can come in handy, especially on 7-foot tables. I don't care what type of 7-foot tables they are. Learn pocket speed on 7-footers. Very, very important. That's a great point, too, there. Chad bringing up a great point. He said if the 8-9 is wired, you could have went after the 8-9 as well. Yeah, absolutely could have. Again, if you feel fairly certain that there is a super high percentage chance you are going to get ball in hand regardless, why not make things a little bit more difficult? Why not tie up some of the balls together, right? Why not go ahead and take out something that may be sitting as a duck, duck, goose right there is a nice little goose egg in a pocket for somebody to maybe prevent them from having a nice little smooth run. Right, you can do all that kind of stuff. If you're going to get ball in hand, you might as well make the best out of it. Great point there, Chad. I like that. That's a good point of view. All right, she's set up for pretty good success here. She needs to be able to pull back on this 6, though. I've seen a little bit more movement around the room right now. Looks like some of the next round of teams here are coming in. It's almost 10:30. Next round starts at noon. Oh, good shot. That was a good try and small rattle, but that leave should do. Ryan's going to have to kick at this to get something. I'm assuming he's going to go off that left-hand long rail to kick into it. Ben automatically coming right on up for the timeout. All right, good hit from Ryan. Nice timeout from Ben there, team captain of TYCA. And Miss Linda is in a similar predicament here. Doing a good job giving the other table space here to shoot. But that was a nice hit. Good timeout, good use of it. Real question is still about that 8-9 situation. Chad, I think he might be on something. I think he might be sitting pretty good for the 8-9 early combo if you got to do it. Looks like he may be telling her to 2-rail this and maybe see about getting clipped into the cluster. Feel like both teams are doing a great job of using their timeouts very wisely. Love the use of them so far. Love when they've been called. Love how the coaching has been talked about by the look of it, of what's being done on the table, and really just taking into accountability what's possible for that player here. What a hit! Almost getting in the left-hand side pocket. Oh man, good timeout. Nice little fist bump there to Mr. Captain Corey here. Very well played. Very well played here. Ryan's going to have an opportunity here. Excuse me, opportunity on the 6 here, bottom right-hand corner pocket. And pots it good. Oh, cue ball drifts a little bit into that 8-9 situation and may have it wired now. It may, in fact, be wired. Yeah, Chad had it right. He said, I like the short side 2-rail here. Then he'll move the 6 to the opposite end. Yep. Oh, Ryan must be able to clip a little bit of this. Tough shot here. Tough shot. Gets it. Makes it in the top left-hand corner pocket. You hear the cheers. Wow. What a shot that was. Well played. Goodness gracious. I didn't think he could get all that. That was nicely done. Very impressive. Look at this again on the replay. Wow. Man.
Those of you that are coming in, please keep in mind we have an outside bar and food. We have shirt sales over in the corner.
Oh, no. And after the brilliant cut here, small miss on the 9, and he scratches in the right-hand side pocket. All right. Ball in hand back to Miss Linda, and the opportunity to get on the hill. It is a tough uphill battle to climb from here for team TYCA. And that would be a good out. 6-2. Fortunately, no love to Ryan from the table here after that brilliant cut on the 8-ball. Jack and Mary back to the table for what may be the last rack of this matchup. If so, guys, we're going to find out the table next to him here. I'll rotate the camera on over, and I'll run over and see if I can get a quick little live stream update from him without hopefully interrupting too much. So it'll be just a few minutes if so. I'll ask that you bear with me, guys, but we will find out. All right, see some more snaps and claps happening across the room. Love it. The energy is electrifying, to say the least. It's a good day. Good day. Bright and early start for a tournament here on a Friday morning, but good to have. All right. Miss Mary up to break. 8-ball. We've seen a little bit of movement from the 8. We haven't had the boom we're looking for just yet for the 8 on the snap or the 9 on the snap. All right, all balls remain on the table here. You got a ginormous cluster. Stripes are on the outside of that cluster of everything here towards the center. However, solids are playing blocker for mostly everything else, so he may kind of be forced to go solids here. Solids you'll definitely have to work on some. We're in that 6'8", 13 sitting. And the 7 snookers up right up into the mess as well. 2, 8, 6, and 7. Mary would have her opportunity, but looks like she's going to opt for solids here. Oh, man, she's looking at stripes, see if there's opportunity for that bottom right-hand corner pocket. Nah, she's going to opt for solids. A lot of work to be done. I have a feeling we're going to see a little bit of a defensive battle on this. I love it, man. The vendor booth is blowing up over there. I see some people getting some of the wonderful, beautiful Orlando Invitational shirts that were made for this tournament. Taking advantage, guys. Good shot there. Slow down, cue ball. Goodness gracious. Guys, keep in mind, too, as we potentially get prepared to split over to another table. Next round starts at noon, and I will have to be ready for the next team on table 1 for the live stream. Great shot. There we go. All right, she's working on the cluster a little bit. Good run. Very, very well done by Miss Mary. Jack will at least have some more breathing room on the table, but she didn't leave him in a great spot. Didn't leave him in a great spot at all. All right, Miss Mary looking at clipping into this 2. Gets a good hit into it. Sorry, 4 ball there. Rev, good morning to you, my dear. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Jack having the 14 roll off just a little bit. Good attempt on it. Mary might be able to work on this 6 ball, though. I don't know if she wants to, but I don't think she really has too many options, though. She could go after the 7 still and maybe tie up closer to that bottom right-hand corner pocket. And timeout being called. Looks like they are calling for the ref. I'm assuming calling because she's going to go after the 6 ball here. I don't know if they just decided against getting it washed or not. Sorry, I had a couple things going on in the booth up here I was paying attention to there. Ooh. Jack going defense here. I don't think he was opting to make that. The way he's looking here, he's trying to block access to that 6 ball. Honestly, though, he has fairly decent run potential. And the issue here is she may end up blocking up that bottom right-hand corner pocket to him. Oh, she got a little breathing room across the board for Jack here. Minus the 6 and 13. Those look like they've snookered up on top of each other. Rev, how's your day going? And Chad, if I didn't say so, thank you for the offer, my friend. Always appreciate people coming into the booth and helping out. Now, I will say that's always up to tournament director discretion. But I always love having somebody in the booth to help out. All right. Looks Looks like Jack feels comfortable, says the run is on. 9's not in a great position, though. 13, I don't think goes past the 6. So we may see him play defense here in just a moment. Looks like he's just clearing out a little bit of the table, making things a little easier for later. Wonder if he's going to use this 12 here and kind of block up that bottom right-hand corner pocket. He is slow rolling it. And definitely trying to. It did not finish out blocking out the pocket. And the issue with that lead right there is Mary has eyes on the 6 ball. Looks like she's going to opt to go for the combo. Goes for it, swings good. 7 gets blocked up and ball in hand. She may have not done Jack any favors there. Again, 13, 6. Real question, what spacing does he have between those two to work with? And it looks like more than enough space here. Gets a clip into the 7. He is close to being on top of that last stripe there towards the bottom right-hand corner pocket before going on to the 9. Wonder if he's going to swing for this. Good hits. And gets back to that top side of the 9. And he's playing defense, 9 and 6. Get close, not full snooker here. But pretty good leave, I love it. Chat, some of y'all gotten quiet here. One set of balls is on the hill. Where is team one set of balls at? I know they've been out there sharing the stream, guys, so I want to hear y'all screaming loud for your team here. Obviously, I'm going to be biased here. Jacksonville team on the stream, TYCA. Can't help but to be a little biased here, so that's of course, who I'm rooting for. But definitely show them the love and support here, guys. Both teams showing up here. Again, round 1 of the Orlando Invitational here. Friday morning, we start at 9 a.m. And here we are on the second matchup between Jack and Mary. All right. Timeout being called. Jess, what's up, my dear? How you doing? Jess got to go represent over in Montreal recently. We had Montreal. We had a team captain tournament last weekend. Now here we are in Orlando. We got Vegas at the end of the month. Lots of things going on. Mr. Willie Moscone himself here saying Duval. Jack swinging hard on that 9 and ended up hitting up but the 6 ball in the process. This may be it. Team one set of balls. Miss Mary here. 2 object balls left before the 8. Derek saying to play the 9 off the 7 to clear the pocket for the 8 ball. Don, good morning to you, my dear. Welcome to the live stream. Guys, again, as soon as this matchup is done, if it ends here, I'll be trying to go on over to the next table over here, see if I can get a little catch up here and find out who's playing and where they're at in the matchup as well. So do bear with me. Just looking at these options. Should honestly opt for the 7 first. Go and clear that pocket. That way, once she takes the 6, she'll be back in on the top side of that 8. She can still do it from here, though. She's going to have to work on it a little bit. But she could get in good position right here, back center of the table for that 8. Oh, she slow rolls it. She's going to try to go all the way upfield. This is tough. This is very, very tough to do, this option. It could work and could be for the win right here. Go ahead and knock Team TYCA into the one-loss side bracket if so. Eight ball, top left-hand corner pocket. Looks like it is off rail just a little bit. Tough shot here. Comes off rail just a little bit. 8 ball may drift into the bottom left-hand corner pocket, and it does. Oh, my Lanta. Second accidental make on the 8. Well, in this case, 8-ball wrong pocket. The other one was accidental 8. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Don't like seeing it here. Ben up next against Mr. Corey. As while we're waiting here for Ben and Corey to get started, again, let's take our trip around the room, see how everything's going here. Get a little view of all the action happening. Look at that. Tell you, look, the room is alive. And again, this is only half of the amount of people for this tournament here. 64 teams. One half started here at 9 a.m. Next one starts at noon. Live streaming the entire weekend with you guys here, so make sure you tune in. Don't go anywhere. Ben going for a good, strong break here. 9-ball doesn't get a lot of movement. And looks like the 8 and 2 will settle up close to each other. Yep, 4-ball towards the top left-hand corner pocket. He has eyes on the 1, but not a lot to do with it. Last time Corey, Ben went on a little bit of a run, and Corey finished it. It was a very, very fast rack between the two gentlemen. Ben goes for the defense here. I think he's trying to set the 1 along that right-hand long rail. Opens up for the side pocket. Good cut all the way down, bottom right-hand corner pocket. Nicely done by Mr. Corey. Opens up room for that 2 right past the 8. Same bottom right-hand corner pocket. A little worried about potential scratch there in the side pocket.
All right, guys, as you come in, please be respectful that people are shooting. Do not walk in front of any of the tables. Do not walk through the middle. Don't even walk into the back room. You have plenty of things to do outside. There's a store over here. There's Cure Repair over there. Hang out, relax. You can come check in right over here at this desk if you have not checked in.
Ben with good run potential here. Comes off that top short rail.
Also, when you turn in your
circle too
paperwork,
far down.
don't turn in your pencil. That's your pencil.
Good eyes for the 5 bottom left-hand corner pocket. I'm assuming he's going to try to get back over for the 6, same bottom left-hand corner pocket here. And he does. Clips into the 9 into the process. He's still got eyes. This is a tough cut, though. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a defense here. Play a little replacement ball. Take the cue into the 6. 6 on down. Hopefully off the right-hand long rail up to the top short rail. Could still go for the cut, though. There he goes. He's just trying to keep it simple. Didn't even hit it as hard as I was thinking he may go for. Jump is not allowed in this tournament. This is not a Masters level tournament. Corey, team captain for Team 1 Set of Balls. Got the win against Spin a moment ago. Doing a one-rail kick into the 6 ball. Good hit. Dodges that bottom left-hand corner pocket. 6 is going to pop back up a little bit. That's going to leave Ben a little bit of a cut, though. Not a huge distance between the cue ball and 6. Less than half the table. What a tough, tough cut. But if he can get this, though, he may end up even hitting 2 rails in the process. And come back down here towards the bottom left-hand quadrant for the 8 ball. In that right-hand side, I'm assuming is what he may end up going for if he goes for this shot. This is a tough one, though. Bit of a tester. Ben hits it good. Does it hit into that left-hand long rail? Looks like it did. Comes right back in that bottom left-hand quadrant like clockwork. Question is about to leave on the 9 because he looks fairly straight in on this 8. I can't tell how much of an angle he really has to work with. There we go. He was trying to let it come all the way back from the top short rail back over. I was afraid of the angle he had. I didn't think he had enough to put some juice on it, to let it loose. Tough shot here on the 9. Might just switch between the rails. Send the cue ball to the bottom short rail, 9 to the top short rail. And it opens up for that top right-hand corner pocket. Corey could finish it off right here. And that will be all she wrote. Team 1 set of balls getting the win against TYCA. Thank you. Come again. Orlando strikes blood first here against Jacksonville, Florida on the live stream, guys. We're going to switch on over one little table over. Bear with me as we move. And let me see if I can get a quick little update here. Give me just a moment, guys. I'll be right back. Well, I might be a little too late there. I see some handshaking and stuff going on. Looks like that matchup is already done as well. Donna, what's going on? Donna says, woohoo! Give it up for Team 1 set of balls. That was a great, fantastic win. Good lineup. Well played across the board here from that team here from Orlando. Nicely done. Let me see here. Looks like table 6 finished up. Goodness gracious. We're getting slim pickings. Looks like the round is clearing out. Let's see here if we can go over to table 7 and see if I can get a quick little update here around this as well, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I am going to mute up, guys, so that way the music isn't coming through too much. We don't get kicked off Facebook. So don't mind. You didn't lose audio. I'll be right back, though. All right, let me get this adjusted a little more, guys. Sorry. And I'm going to get you guys caught up as much as I possibly can here. Hey, PJ, what's up, brother? How you doing, sir? Make sure I wrote this down correctly here. Sorry, guys, trying to play catch up. Bear with me.
All right, so we kind of talked earlier about common sense. So we have to do it again. When you turn in your paperwork, who's won? Is it the team that's circled or the team that's not circled? Circled. The teams should not have separate teams circled. You don't circle it because it's you. You circle it if you won. So please make sure it's circled if you're the winner. We got it? Everybody good? The winner is circled. Thank you.
All right, so that is Mr. Roger at the table here. Thank you, Roger, for having the name on the back, allowing me to cheat. Mr. Roger Herbert. He is a skill level 7 for Team Just the Tip, and he is against Perry. Perry is a skill level 6. Again, Just the Tip down 2 to 6 here. Oh, looks like he's in good gear right now. But yeah, PJ, how you doing, bud? There you go. Derek saying shoot good to Roger. Yes, thank you so much. Robert, earlier Robert Jones in the chat saying good match. That was a good match. I know the score was definitely lopsided in favor of the other team, but it was fun to watch. It was good. So, PJ, you're just a few minutes late on that. That matchup already finished. Unfortunately, Team TYCA lost 2 to 7. Or 3 to 7, forgive me. 3 to 7, sorry. There we go. He's trying to come back around, 3-rail it. Hits it beautifully here. Nicely done by Robert. Nicely done. And a great out for Team Just the Tip. 9 racks down. 10th rack about to begin. James Adams versus Chris Stevens back to the table here. Chris, skill level 6. Mr. James Adams, the gentleman himself, skill level 7. Interesting throw here. So Just the Tip runs 3-3-3-7-7. And then looking through low IQ here, let's see, Miss Sherry's their first throw, skill level 2. Mr. Don, skill level 4. So we got a little bit of a mixture there. Carolyn was matchup number 3. Carolyn team captain, so she's a 5. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 6 for that matchup. All right, James Adams to the table here. The man that may need no introduction for a lot of you guys. Huge fan of his shooting. Been able to see him play quite a bit here. I'm angle this down just a little bit for us. There we go. That's a little better. That's a little better. We're off to the races. Looks like he has eyes on this one ball for the corner pocket. 2 is going to be sitting there almost top center of the table from where he's at. There we go. A little stop shot. Beautiful and clean. Kept it simple. 4 ball will be after the 2. And he rolls forward just beautifully here. Comes off the rail just a little bit. Lets it stroke out nicely. And PJ, I agree with you, buddy. They'll come back, man. It's the first round nerves. Got to a couple of them. First round nerves definitely messed with him a little bit. Beautiful pot. And looks like he may be setting up for the 5 9 Karam here to end this rack early. No, I take it back. He's going for the combo, 5-9 combo, not the Karam. Oh, good try at it. And that will pop right back out and allow Mr. Chris here the opportunity. He's just worried about maybe the lead for the 6. Looks like he's got a little bit of angle here on the 5, but he's able to roll forward, take the 6 in the opposite corner pocket of the 5 here. Oh, don't get snookered up. There you go. Nicely done. Nicely done. Mr. Chris here has a little work to do, though. And guys, if y'all are enjoying the live stream here, do me a huge favor. Hit that share button for me. Like the stream. Takes you just a moment. And helps us out big time. Some of y'all don't know, but one of the things I like to do after I get done with the live stream here is show the amount of views and comments and all that kind of stuff. And it's what helps build value, gets me out to more venues, and allows more of these events to be live streamed for you guys. So I know y'all want to take advantage of it. Don't miss out. And I appreciate everybody that's been following me on my journeys. Good shot by Mr. Chris here. Great opportunity here for Team Low IQ to go ahead and put just the tip into the one-loss side bracket. He's been able to work through this just fine. It's in the 9. James is going to say you are good and concedes the match. Team Low IQ knocking out just the tip. Guys, with that being said, we are actually going to go ahead and just flip on over to the main room scene. That way you guys get to see a little bit of action here. Bear with me for just a moment. I'm going to put the little extra music going on in the background here if I can. Give me 1 second. Boo-doo-ba-doo-boo. There we go. All right, guys. Tim Jones here, the voice of Jacksonville Pool. I'll be back with you guys here in just a few, but enjoy the live stream here, and then we'll be getting things prepped up for the 12 o'clock round. I got to find out who it is that's going to be coming up to the live stream next, but make sure you guys stay tuned in for me as well, guys. Appreciate y'all for being here. All right, guys, it's going to be a hot moment till the next battle is ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and cut the stream here at this point in time. No need for you guys to sit here and listen to boring music for a little while, guys. But we will be back right around noon here at the wonderful Moose Lodge 766 here in Orlando, Florida for the second part of the day here, of the first day, I should say. But that'll be the noon round here, in which, again, these teams will just now be coming into the building to start their matches here, guys. Tim Jones here, the voice Jacksonville Pool. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll be back here soon for all the action.